Hi. Very, very random, impulsive live. So I don't know who's out there, if anyone's even out there this time of day. Very random live, but I thought it was necessary. I just saw a lot of hate going around on the internet. I'm thinking, oh, it's just to counteract the hate that's being spread and spewed out there, and the fear and the whoopsie. And it just started pouring down here, so let's hope I don't lose internet. Oh dear. The sky's just opened up here high, and the rain is just coming down. Wow. So it might have a bit of thunder, which is not normal for the UK. Anyway, so I was just doing a meditation because someone was going in for an operation and asked people to pray for her, and they were worried, and somebody else. And I was just, my heart was a bit heavy when I saw all the hate, on the internet. Because a lot of brainwashing's been going on and manipulation, and it's just, they don't know any better. So I was very heart sore because the people don't realize, they expect the world to change. We want change, but it comes from within. You can't move to the new earth when you are spewing out hate and everyone must change. They're the bad, you know what I mean? But then you also can't have, so all you can have is sympathy for them because they don't know what they're doing. They haven't got that level of consciousness. They're bought into that, or they've chosen that timeline. You know what I mean? You have to respect these soul lessons, choices, whatever they are, whatever they're playing. It doesn't matter. It's still heart sore because I just thought, wow, there's still so much hate out there. And they're looking there, they're the people, and not in, it's just, I'm not, that's also possibly a soul lesson. So, I was just heart sore. I just thought, oh, just like, come on, But, yeah, it just saddens me to see how much hate still is, and all that. It's people just don't look, they avoid their own shadows because they don't know. Anyway, so they're taking different timelines. So I just thought, okay, I'll sit in meditation and get rid of that because I was heart sore. It's disappointing, so I just thought, okay, it's also not the highest way for me to take that on. So I just connected with Source and I said, okay, what's the best way for me to deal with this? And there's love and compassion, same thing, that's Source. Sorry, people, love and compassion. And so I thought, I just think, it's not, so I just tapped into Source and I said, all right, and I just transmuted every bit of energy, all my frequency and vibration into pure love. Wow, amazing. I mean, everything is just 100% pure love. Your frequency, vibration, resonance is the absolute love. What an amazing feeling. It just goes, So that helped. And then, anyway, so now I thought, okay, well, let me share it with everybody and we can do it together to counteract the negativity and darkness and hate that's been spread out there and spat out there, Especially with the energy we've had coming yesterday again, that's going to push out. And people are buying into a lot of alternative media manipulation because it's lowering their frequency vibration, not realizing when you sit in judgment and hate, you cannot ascend your consciousness. You're keeping yourself, you know what I mean? Anyway, whatever. What it is, So, I was, yeah. It's for me to know why I felt that way, so I wanted to release it. It doesn't help me hanging on to that, And I think there's a lot of emotion. There's purging, there's a lot of collective grief going on, all kinds of stuff going on out there, You just release all that rubbish. Hi. Yeah, it saddens me because people don't realize. They think they don't realize what they're doing. You're on a lower frequency and vibration. Hi, Thomas. Hello. How nice to see you, Thomas. Yeah, I was just talking about all the hate and nastiness that's being spewed out there at the public. You've got grief on one side, then a lot of brainwashing going on. So there's a lot of hate and nastiness being spewed out, and it's sad. I'm good. And it made me heart sore because people don't realize, they think they're going to New Earth, but by divide and hate and blame and them, us and them, not the parallel reality that you're thinking of, you know what I mean? As within, so without. Yeah, I know, it's very sad. Yeah. But they don't understand, they don't realize. You play into that game and you actually disconnect yourself from Source. Source doesn't play that game. Anyway, so I released it and I was doing this and I thought, okay, let's counteract that. So I filled my frequency and vibration with pure love and hold that immense amount of love, that's me, and send that out. So I'm going to counteract that energy, and it's very dense energy, sadness, grief, hate, and all kinds of nonsense going out there, and send out an immense amount of love and peace, you see. Anyway, so if you want to join me, please do. The more the merrier. And it's such an amazing feeling because you will feel absolutely saturated with love. You know, if you release all that and absolutely fill every cell, every molecule of the body to pure love. Oh, exactly. Oh no, I don't attach to any exactly. But that's also, you see, but that's earth. Because we attach grief with loss, with death. We've got a perverted, we see death as, oh my gosh, as final, as, you know, that's just a perception. We've got a negative perception on everything in this. That was the third dimensional space. The old energy was very, so it's perception. Loss, if you choose to see it as a loss, you will find grief. If you choose to see it as not as a loss, and you choose, and many people do, actually civilizations, as well as you thank that person for the role they played in their time. You know what I mean? You wish them well alive, and you don't have to, because they're not. We know there's no death. There's no such thing as death. So yeah, it's perception. Everything's perception at the moment. Ooh, drag people out. You know, it's levels of consciousness, and most people seem to be at the sort of middle astral. Anyway, so I'm going to quickly put my light on because it's got a bit dark. I don't know if it's light enough for you because of the weather. And let's do this. Anyone wants to join? Let's transmute. Let's turn our energy, your entire energy. It's such an amazing feeling, and saturated. So you are pure love. I mean, it's such an awesome feeling anyway. Then you are in such love. Yeah, I know, but these are deep programs. Death is a deep program that we've had for a long time. And we see it as a loss and all we up, you know what I mean? It's very, very difficult for most people to, you know what I mean? It's practicing, it's reprogramming our mind, and it's our perception. And these are not easy things to do for people. It takes time. So, yeah, anyway, it saddens me when people think they're light workers, but they are evolving. They're playing into the divide and the hate and the blame and us and them. It's levels of consciousness. That's all it is. There's only one. One is all is one. Everything. All is the one. The one is the all. So they don't realize what you hate outside is a part of you you're denying. Your own darkness, your own shadow, and you're not accepting and loving all yourself. They don't realize everything is a mirror, purely a mirror. Absolute mirror. It's a reflection. You are just a stream of consciousness. Anyway, but that's, you know, some have chosen to experience certain lessons and certain things in this lifetime. I mean, it's all planned. You choose to, so that's another thing. I don't know what they've chosen to experience, and it's not for me to even judge it, or I'm not even interested in judging it or anything. As an observer, I just, okay. That's where you can kind of gauge where the collective is, though, you know, then you realize, ooh, wow, okay. Some work to do there. But they're not seeing it. People have been doing it on this path for a while, but they're not seeing it. You see it also, some people have only chosen to reach a certain level. Everybody's got their own experience, and we have no clue what they've chosen to, what lessons and path and experience they've chosen in this game they're playing right now. Anyway, people, join me with that one. It's a good thing if you want to join. And let's do some love and sending it and feeling it. Putting this physical vessel, filling it with so much love that you're saturated with that frequency and vibration. Oh, so lovely. All right, so if you want to breathe, anyone wants to participate? Yeah, breathe. Start with some breathing. Just to relax you. Okay. And the mind. And the energies are fantastic at the moment, very high. So great connectivity. Ooh, very, 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 wow. We're sitting in a high soup at the moment. It's wonderful. Very, very good. Okay, so anybody wants to do this, and I can, if you want to, anyway, if you find yourself sometimes feeling a bit sad or upset or anything, and you want to, you need, say that, that feeling of love, do this. You will feel more love than you can possibly manage, all right? So sit and do your breathing. Clear your space, intend as well. Because what you intend instantly happens. It's just your mind thinking there's any time delay. Okay. Breathe, release intend to release all negative energies and thoughts. Okay, so breathe. I release all negative energies and thoughts. Just let it drop off like dead weight, okay? Breathe it out. Breathe in light. Release all that dark, dense energy. Breathe in. Love it. The energies are so amazing. Breathe in. Pull in some of that heavenly chi. There's abundance of energy around you, people. So much energy, it's not even funny. So you can gather some heavenly chi light, okay? Bring it through your crown, through your body. And just see your body like being flushed, like a loo full of light. Just flushing out all dark, dense energies, thoughts, feelings, emotions, frequencies, vibrations. Let it all go out. And see this light flushing your system. You're releasing all low vibrational frequencies. Resonance, everything that's dark and dense, low vibrational, release it completely out the body. Visualize this and feel this, okay, people? Now you ask your higher self, guys, to flood you with love. Open up and allow that love, that energy of love to flood in, to pour, to absolutely radiate your vessel with love. And intend every cell, every molecule, every atom, your entire being, your body, your frequency, your resonance is now completely at the frequency of love. Every cell, every atom, every frequency, vibration, resonance is pure love now. There we are. And you feel that transformation of pure love now. It's such an awesome feeling. Oh, it's bloody amazing. If you're in that frequency of your whole frequency, everything is only pure love now. Now with that, you can actually heal. Once you've done that, if your frequency is pure love, you can heal, you can do whatever. It's incredible. Because you've got nothing else, there's no resistance, there's no block. You're pure resonance and frequency and vibration of source, basically. So with pure love, and that's it, it's all you have. That's how universe is created. That's what creation comes from. You are in the frequency of creation. Immense power, people. Never mind, it feels bloody awesome. So do that. I'll give you a few minutes if you need. And then we're going to send that out. Let's Ramp up that love. So your frequency vibration is like pure love. Now you can send it out to the planet, all right? So amazing. The power it has, the frequency, the vibration is amazing. You can feel it. And now you are spreading it across the planet. You visually see it as you're intending, as you're visualizing, you're sending that pure love. Send some peace out as well. Oh, you're so welcome. The planet, we need love, so I'm sending out massive amount of love. You can call in. Listen, you're operating in the frequency that creates worlds. You have immense power now. Not in the one they think they're playing in. This is massive power because that frequency is pure source. You generate a massive amount and peace. Peace. The galactics are busy as well. Assisting. You're sending it to the collective consciousness, yeah. Exactly, peace. Putting it into the field because it's counteracting all the other nonsense that's being released. You must understand, you have more power than 1,000,000 people when you're in this stream, in this frequency, pure alignment. You have more power. You influence 1,000,000 people. No joke. So this is why people, the more inner work you do, the better. You see, and stay pure. Love is the divine. Is source. That's it. That's the frequency. Oh, did I? We're just sending out love. Did you now? Holding love and influencing the field, because there's too much grief, hate, anger, fear. So it's love into the collective consciousness, huge amount of waves and peace. So sending it around the planet. And then into the different levels of consciousness. You can see there's a low. Ooh. So in the different frequencies, the different levels of consciousness. Obviously the lower consciousness hasn't got much of that. Hi. So it's putting that into counteracting all that denser energy that's being, it's, well, we've got a lot of purging going on, because we've got a lot of releasing, because of the high energies coming into the planet. So we've got a huge amount of releasing shadows, and most people have no clue that they're shadows. So all the shadows are being shoved out there. It's in the Khalil. And then the grief and whatever else, fear, whatever nonsense. There we are. So we're doing that. So please join. If you know, with intention, you put everything, all your energy, frequency, vibration, and resonance into the thing of pure love. So that is the only frequency, vibration, resonance cell that your entire being is holding. So you're transmuting all your energy into absolute love, just pure love. Hey. Hi. Do that, that helps a lot, and then you send it. infuse the planet with it. Put it into the human consciousness, the collective consciousness, and the different frequencies. There's a lot of different frequencies on the planet, different levels of consciousness. The more the merrier, people. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Ria. So I just got fed up with all the nonsense being spewed out there, and the hate and the anger and the, and you could feel the collective grief as well, especially in the UK, because we still have a negative perception of death. You see, we see it as death. It's not death. We should actually rename it. You just move into a different form. But also there's a lot of people's shadows being projected out there. Yeah, anyway. It is what it is. It's just it's reflective of the consciousness where it's at still. I was like, oh, alright. Yeah. Yeah. Sad. Yes, it is. It is, And then some will go on different timelines. You can see that. And you have to accept that they are going to veer off, because the timelines are splitting now. And they are starting to form actual, very distinct timelines. So others are choosing to go, you got to, okay, let them go. And even if you think, oh, you have to let them go. Whatever their soul's journey they've chosen to experience, that's absolutely their journey. Even if you think it's not a good one, and that's it. So you can see that, anyway. Nothing you can do about it. You have to wait. People's consciousness will rise. It depends. And some, people think when they wake up, that's it, now I can astral and I can see things. Oh, now, that's the highest. It's going to do with it. You're not even close to the highest level of consciousness yet, or frequency, but you've got a lot of work to do. And people don't realize that they stop, they think, who knows, I don't know. But as I say, that's just an assumption too, because possibly their soul has chosen this, whatever theme in this lifetime, sources their higher self or their fractal has chosen whatever, theme to play out or experience or whatever it is, Fine, thanks. Oh, yeah, I have. I did a live. I do them randomly. I did a live about a week ago to help people. People are, worried about what's going on, and they don't know who to trust and what to believe and how, with everything going on, especially if they're following it all. So I did a live about that, about the final test, because it is a test, you testing yourself, because there's no one else going to be testing you. It's a test of your consciousness, of whatever timeline level, or whatever, you know what I mean? And it is out there, and some people are worried about, they're not sure who, what, the whole. So I did do a live, and I put it up onto YouTube. But yeah. I'm good, man. How are you? Yeah, exactly. You see, it's everyone's perception. Well, you choose how to define whatever you're seeing or experiencing as negative or not, and how you define it as what it'll be. If you realize you're absolutely creating your own reality and everything, there's nothing as within, so without. So that's your timeline. People don't realize you've got it. It's individual. This is a bit what the video I made actually about. The last one I did. Yeah. Anyway, it's for me also then to see, why did it upset me about the collective, disappointed, upset, because, why? Could you imagine if Source, as say my oversoul's got 100,000 versions of me, not me, exactly me, but over my oversoul, playing human, right, at the moment, right? You sure as hell don't want to experience, none of us will experience this life or this, now moment the same. Same with the rest of the people out there, So, yeah, anyway. We're going to go off and you've got many different parallel timelines going on at the moment. Just of you. Well, oversoul. So are they, who knows what the heck they want. Some people are not going to choose a good path for themselves. Yeah, you see, I know, it's because we miss the physical. It's, yeah. So it's, you got to experience for yourself. You got to work your way up, and the higher frequency. Well, obviously the diet and everything else, and your mindset and vision. It's holographic. You're a stream of consciousness, and the Buddhas the highest yogis have been telling people this. The highest Buddhas, the Buddha, whatever, has been telling people this forever. You never left. You are just a stream. If there's any energy and consciousness, you are a stream of consciousness. But talking doesn't teach. You've got to feel it and experience it. So sometimes you see things and you're not quite sure what they meant, like me a year ago, things I was shown a year ago. So, because remember, your brain, your physical brain, can't make sense of the multidimensional. It tries to filter the information in a way it can try and make sense, because it doesn't understand this. It's just like, it doesn't have a flipping clue what's going on. So that's why sometimes your brain, it's difficult trying to decipher the stuff into something that it can make sense of. But when you see it yourself and experience it yourself and see yourself as source watching you, and all this sort of stuff, and the different things, you'll So, and I've stopped it before. I've stopped the time and seen it. It's fascinating when you actually stop, when time freezes. But like when your eyes are open, I'm talking about you're walking around like now, like I'm talking to you, and you are conscious that you are standing in the middle of a virtual reality game. Flippin' funky. Wow, that was an experience and a half. Very interesting. And then all the things, like they say, there's no such thing as time. I didn't get what it was. Once I was shown something, right? I woke up and it was like, I sat up in bed and all around me were like, my house was full of people. It was like, holy shit. But it was like strangers from all dimensions. So it was like 1800s here, there. It was like everything was here right now. And that was trying to get my brain in a way that my brain could perceive it, but I didn't quite get it. I just thought, okay, wow, I can see all the dimensions, which it is actually. It's different frequencies. So I did kind of get it right. I was like, wow. So what we think there's like layers is not. Everything is right here. Like all the dimensions, everything is right around you. You cannot see it because you're not maxing frequency and vibration to it. It's like the radio station. So the minute you would be then in that reality. So it was for a bit I got to see all the different dimensions or parallel realities or frequencies all at once. And it was like, shit, my place was busy. There was this woman with kids running around, and there was this and that, all this shit going. It was so funky. I was like, okay, this is strange. So it was like, yeah, they're not anywhere. It's not like they're all around. You have to experience it. This is a whole part of the ascension. You've got to go through it for yourself. Well, how do I explain it? It's like now, right? Say when I'm working, that's what happens. Like now, sending this around the earth. You see a holographic sphere. Yeah, earth is round. In the game we're playing, right? So let's say the physical game. While we're in the game, everything seems physical. So we got round planets and this and that and bodies, what they look like. Collective, we decided. So the earth and the planets around, yeah. So when I'm doing this work energetically on the planet, it's a sphere. It's a holographic sphere of the planet. that you're moving around. Yeah, weird. Energy. And it's funny because I've sat before and I watch things. Like you go to the river and you watch, if you pay attention, and if you're playing with the energies on the water, right? Say you're putting your hands on the water and you're sending energy, like love or whatever, into the water. You will see from your hand the energy start moving, and you will actually see it. If you see, we're not practiced to look at the I can't explain it. It's like trying to see from your peripheral vision to see, say, non-physical beings, right? Similar thing to energy. So you can see the energy then reflecting. You can see the vibrations going into the water that you are sending into it. Funky. And then all kinds of strange things. But I was watching. Everything circles. So even time is a circle. Energy, our torus field, seems to be circular, yeah. It's how energy seems to be, feel, is circular. Everything. Look at our torus field. Look when you go in, yourself. You see it looks like when you die, so-called die and leave the body. What you see is a vortex, it's like a tornado, but it's going this way out this time, not going in. It's weird, I can't explain it. So, and if you look, and I watched this on a river, and I paid attention to the river, and I watch it coming down, and we have a rock, and then when I watch it coming over into it makes little whirlpools, little circular vortexes, lots of little ones, energy. So it even reflects in the water. If you pay attention to the water, it makes lots of these, how it moves. So yeah, circular seems to be the pattern. And look at our sacred geometry, hexagons. It's a circular type pattern now. Energy seems to move in that way. I'm not a physicist. I'm not a scientist. I'm not even close to that. I don't even try and pretend I am any of those. It's not. But that's what I've observed. That's what I see. It's funny. So it seems to be an overlapping thing. Energy, vortexes. It's like when we think of wormholes and things. It's around like a vortex. It's like a tornado, and the same when a spiral type thing. Yeah. So when you see your torus fields, or you feel it, I first felt it. I sort of saw it, but not. So the energy is coming up like this. Up. It feels like it's going up, in, around, out and around. So yeah, it's what they call the torus field, which they reckon the universe is now. The scientists have seen it. So the same thing. What is the universe? You are a torus field. The universe is a torus field. Ooh, us. So the black hole. There we are. It's multidimensional. But our brain tries to and perceive. That's why it doesn't make sense. Often your dreams, because as you wake up again, what you might think, it's seconds. Like what you think is an hour, it's a second or something. Isn't it? It's amazing how fast. But your brain then tries to make sense out of what the hell it was. Everything that's in the multidimensional. It's trying to put it into linear perspective for you. Of course, it doesn't make any freaking sense, does it? I haven't a clue, and I haven't seen it, and as I say, that's not my something I know. All I can tell you is what I see, what I perceive, what I experience physically in my astral, how I feel it, and then I haven't tried to even follow on the scientific side. There's a good guy, a very good guy that I followed. That's one of the top physicists now, or quantum physicist. They call him the quantum physicist. He's always on Gaia TV. What's his name? Nassim something. Nassim. Oh, I follow him on Facebook. He's very good. Now they're doing some of the top research as far as quantum physics going, and they're always doing. He's always releasing papers. That's why I follow him on Facebook. He's always releasing papers almost every day. Look at that. We found this. Pretty much same thing. Yeah. There isn't anything outside you, and the Buddhas have been telling us this. But wasn't common knowledge, because you had to go to certain levels of. They only took select people, and if they thought you were capable, then you got the next level of knowledge. So that's why it wasn't just known commonly, but the highest, like there's some of the famous yogis, they're still teaching. They tell you this is illusion, everything that's outside you, And it's so funny when the one astral, I actually saw myself. I was sitting there and actually saw myself as a stream watching me sitting here. I was so watching myself, and I was like, holy shit, this is funky. So it's very funky when you now seeing it from the observer's, perspective. Anyway, so you are playing you. You are playing this puppet. And science will tell you this is made up of energy. That's it. Nothing solid. Nothing is. They'll tell you under scientific versions, this table is not solid. Everything is vibrating. It's just vibrations and frequencies. You see, it's funky. And when are you actually able to see that? And I happened to walk through it. It was like time froze, and I walked through it. I was about half an hour more. I was walking down the road from all the way to my house. I was like, holy shit, this is funky. But I didn't know you could actually use it. When you get into that such an alignment that it's like time slows down completely and stops. And you can actually manipulate the what you call your physical reality. I've done a few things, interesting things. I was like, wow, this is funky. Funky. Yes. Well, there's no material world. That's what I'm saying. Isn't it funny? And death is no death either. Actually, there's another thing people don't realize. Same with here. You have different perceptions and different experiences that you play out on earth. Now, according to what you believe, everything's your belief. Everything is belief. So what you believe as well is what you will experience when you leave the body. Some people have no clue that they're dead. That's why I say look at near-death experiences. That's what made me think, hang on, there's no one truth, and they've now proven that scientifically as well. It's an observer effect. They've taken two people under observer effect and seen that. But what is the same thing applies with death. Because you're just creating, it's a dream. So people, I saw that when I listened to the Book of the Dead by the Buddha. I listened to a lot of near-death experiences. The same thing. So depending on your belief, what you have, if you have any, is what you experience. Frequency and belief, that's what I'm saying. Everything is frequency and energy, but your frequency is determined by perceptions, definitions, which will affect your belief. Weird. Yeah, physical as well, I suppose, what we eat, and they say the weight, obviously your weight, your food, what you're putting in toxins. Yeah, it's fascinating anyway. It's fascinating, as I say, you're eternal. That's it. It's for me, it's an amazing learning. It's amazing experience, because every day you're learning, or nearly every day you're learning something new. So you're going up in consciousness. You were like, oh my gosh, there's another level, and so your awareness is going up more and more. Well, depends on the person, their belief systems too. Depends on what they're willing to let go, if they are putting, whatever. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So that's it. You can't talk to someone else if they're not on the same frequency. Literally, I never understood that, right? But honestly, if they actually do not get you. It's like you cannot, like they said, you cannot perceive what you don't know. That's true. So if you don't believe in something, you're not able to perceive, or it won't be in your reality, because you don't believe it, you don't know it. You can't experience something that you don't believe. You're not a frequency match to. Same thing. It's so wow. So this is why I say you can see the different timelines forming, because there are such distinct beliefs or frequency and vibrations that you can see people are going into like streams now. Okay, there's this stream and that frequency and their beliefs, and they're all sort of forming different timelines to agree. And you just got to go with it, and you're watching us, and yes. Well, you see, that's another thing. Faith in the unknown, this is the thing, you see. As humans, there's a lot of clearing and inner work and releasing and thing to do. Well, releasing of what you're not, which is almost all of it. Everything you thought you were taught to, whatever experience learned. Oh, I released today something from my childhood. I was like, oh, wow. Because whatever you experience, even as a kid, or belief you don't, because we hang on, we didn't realize. So you attached to something, emotion, free, whatever. You defined it in a way. And you've just carried on with your life and you've forgotten about it. But that doesn't change. That frequency, whatever that experience on that subject, is there. Good grief, does it stuff just keep on. And something popped up now because of the new energies to release, and I thought I could feel something was there that needs to, I think, okay, something is there that needs to release, that's, doesn't fit anymore. No, that's also belief. See, be careful what you think. That's a definition. You see, if that's your definition, you're defining something negatively, so you will experience it negatively. You see, Shante, if you say spiritual community is very toxic, that's what you define, your definition. You are defining that. That's what you say and experience. That's what you will experience. Reframe it and watch how your perception and what you will experience will be very different. See. Watch it. That's what I'm saying. People don't realize what you're doing. You're doing yourself a disservice. If you go around like I did, I practice something. Everybody I meet are kind, friendly, helpful, and collaborative. And it's an uplifting, enjoying experience. And I kept saying this, my daily affirmations before I go shopping, before I went out, and guess what? Everybody I started interacting with are kind, friendly, helpful, and collaborative. No joke. No joke. You see, you must understand you are absolutely creating your own reality. Because everything that you are a frequency, what you give out is what you come back. What you understand is give out, is your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs have a frequency. You are holding these frequencies in you. Most of the people don't even know their belief systems are expecting them. And that is what is drawing to you. So you are creating that negative experience for yourself, you see. There we are, then that's going to be your experience. You chose to, you see. Okay. If you change your perception and your frequency, guess what, Shanta? Those people will fall away from your frequency and vibration, and they will not be in your reality. You will not experience any negative people or toxic people at all. You see, do you understand? You won't bump into them because they will not be operating at your frequency in the astral in any way or form. You won't experience negativity in your life, your parallel reality. You see, they will just move off, whatever will be on another timeline. Do you understand? Okay. Don't join them on that timeline, you see. There we are. There's also a judgment. Everything's a mirror. So if something pops up in your life, you look and say, ooh, why is that popping up? It's trying to show you something, you see. Every single thing that you interact with tries to show you something. Okay. It's fascinating. So what you're going to do is be the frequency, vibration, and being that you want to experience. So I'm well aware of what the parallel realities out there. I know there's a lot of not pleasant things out there, right? But what do I want to create an experience to? I want to change the world, right? So if you want to see it better, what do you want to project? What did I just say? Everybody I interact with, meet, are kind, friendly, helpful, and collaborative. Guess what? My experience turns out to be everybody I interact with is like that. You see, this is how we change the world. That is how we do it. The old way is saying them, who, that's wrong, he's wrong. No, change it. See, that's what you will draw from them. And they will draw, there we are, you see. Okay, you'll get there, don't worry. Duality stays. Dualities are choices. That's all they are. Everything is a positive, negative choice. And I'm saying you just proved the point. You chose to define something as a negative. It's a choice. A thought that comes in, no thanks. I choose to define this, or I choose positive. Thank you. It's just a thought, a frequency, vibration. Make your choice. Don't discard the other one. They're choices for you to make. Yeah, it's time. Intention, time, affirmations, whatever. You're going to become it, because what you are. You see, your beliefs, what you're putting out, you are saying, you are thinking, you are feeling, you are believing, that is your time. It doesn't matter what everybody else is. Why do you want to go and join them on their negativity? You know what I mean? No, not a good idea. Exactly, I know. Yeah, you're going to do this. Practice. Simple thing is, what you put out is what you get. That's it. So you are going to get the world that you are putting out. That's it. No, no one's taking anything against you. I'm trying to define something. You see, you create your reality. That's it. And your own timeline. So you don't have to worry about other people. If you don't want to experience toxicity and negative in a bad world or anything people say in your life, you mustn't think of it and see it like that, you see. Because it'll stay in your reality. That's what I'm trying to say. That dimension, that frequency vibration, you won't experience them because you won't be a match to them. You understand? I don't think you do, but it's fine. There's no negativity. I'm trying to explain how it works. If you don't want to experience negativity, you know what I mean? There we are. That's it. It's just simple. Whatever you put out. So if I'm sitting here and judging or whatever it is, and that's exactly what I'm going to draw to me. Do you see? It's work. It's very hard work. Look, it's this change in frequency, raising in consciousness is huge work. It's going to take a long time. You see? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's all. We change. We have no power over another being or another soul. So you will just move on to a timeline and a parallel reality of Earth, which is lovely, which hasn't got any of that nastiness in it. You see, that's how it works. People, we didn't understand that. We thought, oh, this is one Earth and that's it, and we stuck here and everyone has to change. No. You cannot change another soul. Every single soul or every single aspect that you see out there is only a reflection reflecting to you anyway. And they have chosen, they've got their own timelines. We cannot influence another being. You shift yourself. That's it. And the reality around you reflects how the changes you've made in you. It's funky. It's really funky, actually. It's quite funky. When you notice it and you do enough work and you'll see it. You'll see the actual difference. It's amazing. It's quite fascinating. You start playing with these things and start doing its affirmations like I do. And then you will notice it. You'll actually realize that you are doing it. You are having an effect. I used to walk down the road and play games as well. And then watch people cross the road and get hell away from you. And a dark, dense energy will avoid you like anything. It's fascinating. It's fascinating to watch, actually, you know. That people have to learn. And it's experience, and it's fascinating. It's just, for me, it's an unbelievable experience in reawakening. It's an amazing journey. I love it. Every minute of it. I'm finding this incredible. Wow. To regain our power. Most people have no clue how powerful they actually are. But as you let go of those, what I'm finding, most of it is lack of self-worth, self-love, understanding, because it's been very much ingrained into us for thousands of years. You're not worthy, you're not good, you're not deserving, you're not this, you're not enough, whether it's verbally or shown or just the way society worked, you see. So this is a lot of it that people are releasing. And this is what I found a lot of the work really comes down to, was this. Yeah. Is belief. You just, because you're always taught, oh no, there's you, this little person, and there's God, and he is up there, and you this teeny little helpless speck on the planet, you have no freaking clue who you were. So there's a big jump. That's why I say there's a lot of programs, a lot of beliefs, a lot of work on yourself to realize how magnificent, to stand in your true power, light, and magnificence. You are a magnificent. You are part of the source, the energy that creates worlds, planets, the universe. You are. That's it. But it takes a while to claim that. Yeah, it does. Amazing, isn't it? Worthiness, love, and fully accepting yourself. Absolutely. And this is where I see it going out. This is why it's being projected out. They fully love and accept themselves. They haven't accepted their own shadow. They haven't, you know, it's so much, it's amazing. There's so much out there. It's funky. Funky, funky. Interesting to watch. Anyway, and it's an amazing experience to be here, to experience this, wow, reawakening, you know, remembering who the heck you are, you know. Wow. And you realize what you're capable of doing is unbelievable. Literally. It's unbelievable what you can do. But that's what I say. You take a child now, one of the new, very young one with high frequency, and you put that child and very carefully bring that child up, and don't tell it it can't fly. Don't tell it it can't do anything. That child will fly. It will do everything. You'll be amazed. When you don't put negative beliefs and programs and limitations on that child, watch what will happen. Unfreaking believable. No one told the bumblebee it can't fly. It fucking flies. But that's what I'm saying, you see. As Jesus said, you can move a mountain, no joke. But that means a huge amount of work and clearing to get to that, you know what I mean? Levitate, do whatever, defy. There's no such thing as physics, you're defying, you know, laws of gravity, any of that stuff. But your belief has to be that strong to be able to do it, you see. So if you, as I'm saying, bring a child into this planet and you don't give that child any negative programming, but you the opposite, and watch what that child will be capable of doing. Blow you away. Absolutely blow you away. But then also depends, because it's also benevolent, the energy. If the child stays in love and things like that, absolutely different. You see, if it stays in alignment with Source, your alignment with your true self, then you have that. But you will not have that power. You'll have your own power, but you won't have the power of the universe behind you if you're doing it for non-benevolent. We tried that one on Earth before, it didn't work out too well. So things are slightly changed. Yeah. There we are. There we are. Tipped in the favor of benevolence in that aspect of misusing power. It's probably, you probably felt alignment to another being. That's all. The sense, obviously a sense of Source or some other being was close to you. So you picked it up like that. You're in alignment. Nothing negative, but yeah. Could be. Yeah, you can experience all kinds of things. Depends on you, I don't know. So depends on the circumstances and why you experience it, what you're doing, thinking, you know, all those kind of things. Energies. I'm not going to comment. Ask your higher self. Ask. Simple. What was that about? And you'll find out the next day. And you sit in meditation and I will tell you. Just sit and just, there we are. You're not thinking about it. The answer will come. Okay, lovely people. I'm going to go and make something to eat. But if you can, send out some love. Hold it. The more of us do our inner work and clear our shit, the better. You know? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you do. But more likely these days, depending on the energies, at the moment I can feel my cells going zzz, they've been vibrated. See, what I've now figured out, this is what we call upgrade story. So when the energies come into planet, ooh, we feel this freaking amazing energy and so connected. And then you start feeling your cells being buzzed. It's like zzz, I'm being vibrated now. And that is what is happening is my physical, what you want to call the energy that I'm playing here, this thing, this being I'm playing, right? What it's doing, it's now vibrating, it's now calibrating. So my cells are now readjusting, recalibrating, lifting, they're changing, they're raising in frequency to match the frequency that surrounded me. Because I'm now sitting in a soup of higher frequency and vibration again. We've got another CME. So my physical, my vessel, this body, this thing, whatever you want to say it is, right? In the game, is now being buzzed by this higher frequency energy. It is now, you have to, because you don't survive. You've got to match the frequency of vibration that you're in. So at the moment, this is why my cells are going zzz, 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 and they've been releasing today, is because they're now increasing in frequency vibration to match the frequency vibration that just came in. See, always going up to the higher frequency and vibration. And that's why when we say purging, it's because as your cells, as your body now increases the frequency of vibration to match the incoming energy that came in, guess what happens? Ooh, it needs to release some of this stuff because in order to raise up, it has to release. That's what's holding it from rising, which is dark, dense energy, which comes in the forms of emotions, beliefs. There we are. All right, lovely people. Have a good morning or evening or afternoon or wherever you are. In the UK, it's, I think, early evening. Yes. No, it's 5:30. Not too bad. All right, bless you all. Go well. Keep well. See you soon. I've got a live coming up soon, okay? But I will let you know on my TikTok. I'm doing a live with a psychic, very good psychic. Very, very connected, intuitive, very good energy reader. We discussed doing a live more than a year ago, actually. But we're going to finally do a live, but it will have to be on YouTube because she hasn't got a presence on TikTok. She's got a big following on other platforms, but she hasn't got a presence on here. I'll upload it on my TikTok page. I'll make a video announcing the live and when, whatever. We're going to chat on, I think on Tuesday. I don't know, I must check. I think Tuesday. She's got leave now for a few weeks. She's taking a bit of a holiday. So she's very talented. Wow, interesting. But we don't all share the same beliefs, so it doesn't matter. But she's fascinating, extremely talented, very intuitive. You know. So she wants to chat, which so we'll probably do a live. We'll probably do it on YouTube. She wants to interview me. She asked me the other day, and I remember I did try to set something up with her back then, but everything happens for a reason, the right time. I don't know if I wasn't, whatever, anyway, I can't remember, who knows. So I'll probably do it on her, if she wants. She asked me, said I'd even be on her YouTube, but I will tell people and I'll post all the stuff and everything. Very, very talented lady, wow. Interesting. But we all are. So, and I love listening to other people's, even if their perspective, even if you don't agree with everything, doesn't matter if you don't have to agree with everything. That's the whole point. We love and respect each other, and we see and honor each other. We let everybody have their own experience, their own, and that's how we have peace. You know what I mean? We all absolutely must do our thing and play our part, and we're all different, and that's wonderful. All right, I shall let you know beforehand, probably in the next week or two. I think we're going to chat on Monday, Tuesday, and then we're going to agree on whatever time. Set it up. So it might be next weekend, probably, because she's in Australia and I'm in the UK. So we'll come up with. I think she was looking at 6 p.m. UK time, which will be 9. I think 9 in the morning her time or something like that. Was it? Something like that, or 9 o'clock. No, I think it was 9 o'clock my time. No, who knows? I think it was 9 a.m. my time, which is 6 p.m. her time. One of them. Can't remember which way it was. Anyway, people. All right. I'll let you know. Bye.